What's good, YouTube? It's your boy ynr.Skelly. Bringing y'all with another reaction. I know I haven't been consistent. I lied. I'm gonna be honest. But if you seen this, most likely I drop another video. Go check that one out too. And I'm probably gonna have another channel for the other thing that I told you in the last video, for shit that I've been working on for a minute. I guess you could say that, but not the only thing. But that's one of the things I'm working on. I'm about to see if I'm thinking about doing it on this channel, dropping that shit on this channel, or just create a whole nother channel for it. Which I think I might create another channel for it. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, and I'm the talker, as you can tell by the title. We gonna be reacting to this shit. So I'm just gonna get into this. I ain't gonna lie, I've been happy, but yeah, hopefully y'all been having a great Happy New Year's. Blessings and peace to y'all that watching this shit, man. Let me know because I really want to see you watching this shit. I ain't gonna lie, to be honest. I'm just dropping a seed, just to drop, and I really want to get people hip on these type of things. I feel like people need to learn these things. It's definitely important, and it can help you in your day-to-day life, or help you understand things and see things from different perspectives and clearly. But enough of me yapping. Enough of me yapping. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Michael right there. But enough of me yapping. Let's get to this reaction real quick.
Resistance.
Okay, let's just get to it. What the fuck is the title? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I forgot what the fuck the name of this shit is. Hold up, let me look. Okay. Every law of energy. Okay, back.
Non-resistance. This is the practice of stopping the internal fight with reality. It doesn't mean you approve of what's happening or that you become passive. It simply means you stop arguing, emotionally and mentally, with something that already exists. Most suffering doesn't come from events themselves, but from the tension created by thoughts like, this shouldn't be happening, or I need this to stop.
What did I say? I don't know if y'all love your Lego. I don't know if y'all did peep. I posted, if I'm not wrong, a video talking about saying the same things. How you talk to yourself is very important, because that affects you. It affects how you react to things. So that's why it's important, because you can only control yourself. You cannot control how people think, what people gonna do, what place or things is going to happen or occur. You feel me? It could be anything. So just don't let things that you can control bother you, or let it react, because that means they got control over you. Feel me? If somebody could get you mad, you the puppet, you the master. If you in competition with somebody, you're automatically looking at it as you need approval. If you know somebody that knows he's the best or better than someone at something, or just better or whatever, you wouldn't compare yourself to that person or whatever. But let's just keep going. But yeah, don't ever compare yourself. You're one of one. You're unique. So there's not gonna be somebody ever like you. So there's no comparison. Nobody compares to you.
Now, that inner push creates stress and keeps the experience stuck. When you stop resisting, the emotional charge around the situation begins to fade. You allow the feeling to be present.
I'm eating a little snack, just so y'all know, if y'all hearing. You feel me? Just letting y'all know.
Without feeding it with fear, anger, or blame. Instead of reacting automatically, you create space to observe what's
This is my first snack. I ain't gonna lie. First shit I ate.
happening. In that space, clarity starts to return. You're no longer wasting energy fighting what already is. The paradox of non-resistance is that things often shift faster when you stop forcing them. Once the struggle drops, the situation loses the grip it had on you.
Because you're not looking at it from a wanting perspective. You're not looking at it as something that you chasing after. You're not running from it. You letting it come to you.
From this calmer state, action becomes more effective because it's guided by awareness rather than panic or desperation. Non-resistance isn't weakness, it's quiet control. The law of containment. This is about how energy is held and managed internally. When emotions, intentions, or plans are constantly expressed, dramatized, or leaked outward, their power weakens.
Those are your focus. This is pretty much where you put your focus, is where you put your energy. Alright. So if you in social media and be like, damn, let's say you have creative ideas and you don't do them, and you just be thinking about blah, 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 and you don't do them, you just be on social media, you're giving your focus and energy towards social media. You're not doing it like, you're not doing it
Energy
to
that is
yourself.
scattered loses focus. Energy that is contained gains intensity. This is why oversharing, venting nonstop, or announcing goals too early often leads to burnout or
Also, I haven't watched this shit, but like I know about these shits. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand a little more about energy and how life affects you. So when y'all see 222, I hope y'all seen it. Or I can tell y'all. Can y'all see it? I mean now 223, but 222 as I was speaking. But yeah, just so y'all know, man, that like I don't know what the fuck I was. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna act like I was knew what I'm not gonna act like that. Let's just keep it fucking pushing. Oh no, fuck that. Holy shit, I'm muted.
the emotion feels released, but the momentum is lost. Containment doesn't mean repression. It means holding energy without letting it spill in uncontrolled ways.
Pretty much, you can say focus. You feel me? Like when you focus on yourself, you put in all your energy and focus to you.
When you contain energy, it matures. Feelings settle, clarity increases, and action becomes more precise. Containment turns raw emotion into quiet strength. It's the difference between noise and presence, reaction and control. Fair exchange. This is the idea that nothing is truly free. Everything has a cost, even when it doesn't look like it.
Pretty much, karma is real. Balance, and there's always a balance to the universe. I mean, but karma, man. When you do good things happen. When you do bad thing happens. And not just bad things. You don't have to do bad. You can have bad thoughts. Just different ways. It doesn't have to be in one way specifically that you could get karmas in every way. Whatever's your intention and whatever you did, got you that type of energy. But yeah, what you send out is what you're gonna get, and that's a fact, man. Because the inside of you, it reflects in the outside. Who you are as a person is gonna reflect, unless you putting up a mask or being fake or not being you and faking a character.
The catch is that the payment
Which is taking your energy and you not being yourself. You're not gonna be as happy. Love you, Aphrodite, but you're not gonna be as happy with yourself or feel good because you're not being yourself. You're not being authentic. And authenticity, like it's just something I really say it because it's really important that you be yourself. That not let people tell you what to do, what's possible, and what's not possible, and what cannot help you. What can help you accomplish your goal? What cannot help you because that's their problem. That's not you. It's not like how they think about shit shouldn't be how you think about shit because y'all completely different. Y'all not meant to be the same. You are unique. Like I say, you're one of one. So you're meant to just do what you do. Some people might understand it. Some people might not. Some people will help you. Some people might not. Some people are gonna hate. Some people won't help. You feel me? Love your content. It's just a part of life. That's just the balance, the exchange, if you want to say that.
Isn't always money or effort. Sometimes the currency is time, attention, peace of mind, integrity, or identity. When something feels too easy or free, the cost is often hidden and paid later. Most people don't choose whether they pay. They only choose where they pay unconsciously. You might gain comfort but pay with growth, gain status but pay with authenticity, or gain pleasure but pay with motivation. The exchange always balances, just not immediately, which is why it's easy to miss. Understanding fair exchange brings awareness to your choices. When you see the full cost of what you're accepting, you regain control. You can decide whether the trade is worth it instead of being surprised by the bill later. That's why this law feels uncomfortable. It makes responsibility unavoidable. The law of forgotten desire. This describes how fulfillment often arrives only after desire loosens its grip. When you obsess over wanting something, your attention stays fixed on the lack of it. That constant wanting keeps the mind and emotions tense.
Like I was saying earlier, that wanting, I love you, Aphrodite again, but that wanting emotion is what you're really giving out to the universe. So like God, when you're asking from needing or like wanting or desiring, that's how you manifesting as a desire and something that you gotta work for, something that's
which subtly pushes the outcome away. As desire fades into the background through distraction, acceptance, or growth, the pressure dissolves. You stop checking, chasing, or measuring progress. In that relaxed state, actions become natural and unforced, and opportunities are easier to recognize. What you wanted no longer defines you. This law feels paradoxical because it suggests that wanting less can lead to receiving more. It doesn't mean you stop caring entirely. It means the desire no longer controls your emotional state. When the attachment drops, space opens.
You have it or don't have it. That's why detachment, you feel me, is important.
And that's often when things finally arrive.
Not because you don't care, just because it don't deserve your energy if you can control it, like I said.
Energetic consent. This is the idea that nothing truly stays in your life without some level of inner agreement. Even when things seem forced or random, they usually persist because there is an unconscious yes somewhere inside, a belief, fear, identity, or emotional pattern that allows it. This consent isn't always conscious. It can come from conditioning, low self-worth, unhealed trauma, or familiar emotional states. You might say you want change on the surface, but internally you may still be aligned with what's happening because it feels known, safe, or confirms a story about who you are. When that inner agreement is withdrawn, patterns start to dissolve naturally. You don't have to fight everything externally. You change what you tolerate, identify with, or emotionally invest in. Energetic consent shifts the focus from blame to awareness, which is why it's uncomfortable but powerful. Inversion. This is the principle that reality often responds in the opposite way you expect when you're emotionally attached to an outcome. The harder you chase something, the more it tends to pull away. The more you try to control people, situations, or results.
I'm just trying to see if my shit good, bro. What the fuck? Bro, how I knew, like, my shit, like, this can't, what the fuck, dude? Okay, this is better, though. Fuck it, man. Alright, we back. I just had to face it, bro. How long?
The more resistance you create. This happens because intense desire usually carries fear. Fear of loss, fear of not having enough, fear of not being enough. That fear tightens your behavior and energy, making your actions feel desperate or forced. Even when you're doing the right things, the emotional pressure behind them pushes the outcome in the opposite direction. When you relax your grip,
some things are not really hard. It's just we put it hard because we already pressure ourselves. We stress ourselves out in the mind.
Things often move toward you instead. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means acting without anxiety about the result. Inversion teaches that allowing can be more powerful than pursuing, and that calm alignment attracts what force cannot. The law of power vacuum. This states that when you don't consciously direct your life, something else will step in to do it for you. Power never stays empty. If you avoid making choices, setting boundaries, or claiming responsibility, that unused authority gets filled by people, systems, habits, fear, or circumstance. This is why passivity often leads to control rather than freedom. When you don't decide what matters, external pressures decide for you.
That's why you gotta fight for what you want, especially if, because let's be honest, people, this shit, government, elites, whatever y'all wanna call it, the upper power, whatever, you feel me? Everything that runs. They are here to control you. They are here for you to be controlled. To obey, to not talk back, to not fight back. They don't want you to talk back, to express yourself, to say whatever you want to say.
You work
and always be yourself, bro. I don't care who you with, what you are, how you think you gonna look. Like, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's your journey. It's your life. Like, caring about what other people think is not something that it's an option. It's not something that it can it's only if you let it happen, it can affect you. But if you don't let it happen, it won't affect you. So you just don't let things bother you. Not just even people, just things. Because sometimes life just be life and then just shit be going on. You just want to react to it bad. Just remember, stay calm. And it's just how you react to it. That's gonna be the outcome for real. Because there's a good to it bad and a bad to it good. So
relationships, culture, trauma, or expectations begin to shape your direction. Not because they're stronger, but because the space was left open. The law isn't about domination. It's about ownership. Reclaiming power doesn't mean forcing outcomes. It means choosing consciously instead of drifting. Once you take responsibility for your inner authority, the vacuum closes and outside forces lose their grip. Chaos entry. This is the point where order breaks down before real change can begin. It's the moment when old beliefs, routines, identities, or certainties stop working, and life starts to feel unstable, confusing, or out of control. Most people see this as failure or punishment, but esoterically, it's a necessary doorway. When structure collapses, awareness is forced to expand. You can no longer rely on autopilot, habits, or borrowed answers. This creates discomfort, but it also opens space for something new. Growth rarely enters through
growth. It's really discomfort. Yeah, it's the uncomfortable shit that you do that make you grow. Shit that you don't know, making mistakes. That's how you
comfort. It enters through disruption. Chaos shakes loose what was rigid and outdated. The danger of chaos entry is trying to escape it too quickly. When people rush to restore the old order, they miss the transformation trying to emerge. If you stay present instead of panicking, chaos becomes reorganizing energy. It clears the ground so a more aligned structure can form. The law of identity offering. This law explains why deep change feels heavier than simple habit building. Every major shift in life demands that an old identity be released, not just an old behavior. You can change actions quickly, but if the self-image behind them remains the same, reality eventually snaps back. That's why people say they want change, yet feel internally blocked. The block is the identity still asking to survive. An identity is built from memories, roles, labels, and emotional patterns. It includes how you see yourself, how others recognize you, and what you believe you're allowed to have. When growth threatens that structure, the mind resists because losing an identity feels like losing safety, belonging, or meaning. This is why transformation often comes with discomfort, confusion, or a sense of not knowing who I am anymore. The offering part of this law is crucial. The old identity must be consciously surrendered, not dragged along. That might mean letting go of being the struggling one, the good child, the victim, the spiritual person, or even the strong one. Until that self-definition is released, new opportunities feel unstable or undeserved. Reality mirrors this hesitation by delaying or disrupting progress. This law also explains why people sabotage success right after breakthrough moments. The new reality conflicts with the old self-image, so the psyche unconsciously.
Let me know if y'all want to watch this. Because I might, fuck it, nigga. Fuck saying I might, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. This is the next video I was gonna watch. But, hey, I guess y'all already know. Next video's gonna be this, so stay tuned to that one. But, we finished that. I did it, we did it. Finished it, bitch, y'all. Man, like I said, bro. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you for watching this. Notice on. I'm gonna be being consistent with my reactions, so you know they're gonna be coming in. I'm gonna keep posting. So enough of me talking, man. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. I'm gonna drop my next video. So see y'all in my next video, and I'm gonna drop. I don't even know what outro I'm really gonna have for real, bro. Like it's bad, bro. It's getting to the point where I don't even know what to put. Like, you know, what should be my outro? Like, let me know in the comments, bro. Really, what should I have my outro as? I still don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out.